What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we've got ourselves some One Piece stuff that we need to be having a little bit of a look at. There are some new promo cards and things we need to talk about, some new things we haven't yet talked about, and that is frankly a little bit rude. Plus, of course, we have the treasure rare that we can have a look at from the upcoming set, which is out very soon. But first, how about a new Nico Robin card? What we've got here is a new Nico Robin, which is going to be given out at, well, the super casual events. Super casual events over in Japan are going to be getting this Nico Robin promo. And as a side note, remember, we generally tend to get these as our pirate flag promos over in the West, so they tend to just match up really quite nicely. Japan gets them in their super casual events, we get them in ours. And you can already see that the Nico Robin is not exactly the most exciting card ever. We've got your generic vanilla character, 5 cost, 7,000 power, counter plus 1,000, Straw Hat Pirates Nico Robin. It's fine. Is it great? No. Is it terrible? No. It's fine. It's not bad by any stretch. It's not good by any stretch. It is just your ordinary, everyday, run-of-the-mill vanilla character. If you're looking for a cheap 9k Straw Hat in purple, this will do the job very nicely. If you're looking for, I'm going to be honest with you, literally anything else, I'm afraid this isn't going to work. I'm going to be picking it up because it's a cool-looking card and I need one for my Japanese promo collection. But in terms of playability, etc., it does seem, I don't think we've had a 5 cost 7k counter plus 1,000 purple Straw Hat. So there's a chance it's going to be useful, but it's not very exciting. What might be more exciting is the treasure rare from OP09. They've gone and updated it over on the website. It's all official and everything now. We've got ourselves the treasure rare Zoro. Or Zoro-Juurou, actually, if you want to be pedantic about this. This is our treasure rare for the set. And you know what? It's kind of cool. It's not the best one. The best treasure rare was the Rebecca they had in China. I've been very, very clear about this. I think the treasure rare Rebecca is the best one. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Of course, this is really important now because we've had an answer to a question we've been looking for. Now, we knew that the Chinese and English treasure rares weren't the same. We knew that for a fact. We've seen that for a couple of sets in a row. So when we saw that the Chinese treasure rare for OP09 was going to be Bartolomeo, we went, okay, cool. Yeah. We knew we weren't getting it in English, so that's fine. The thing is, we saw that France was getting this Sanji. And we didn't know what the deal was as to whether we're going to be getting the same treasure rare as France or whether we're going to be getting our own one. I.e., was there a Chinese treasure rare and a European treasure rare, or were they treasure rares for different languages? Well, it seems like we got our answer because, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, but I'm pretty sure that the Sanji treasure rare is for OP09. So we know that France is getting the Sanji and we're getting the Zoro-Juurou, and there's your answer, frankly. There is your answer. So there's actually reasons now to go after collecting the French version of the One Piece TCG. And look, I'm not saying that you should go and buy like box after box after box of French OP09 to try and get the treasure rare. But I am telling you that I think, and I could be wrong about this, I think this treasure rare, the French Sanji treasure rare, I think it's going to end up being quite a sought after, quite a valuable card. Because here's the thing, I think a lot of people are going to think like me. Oh, that's really cool. I want the French treasure rare. Well, I'm not going to buy a bunch of French packs. I've got an English collection and a Japanese collection. I don't need a French collection as well. So I think there's going to be a bunch of people that really want the French treasure rare that don't want to pay for a bunch of French product. They just want to buy the card as a single. And that is going to push the price up. I know the English treasure rares have been pretty cheap so far. But the thing is, the English treasure rares, we've been buying a bunch of English product and just been like, oh, I could pull the treasure rare, that's lovely. Whereas we're not doing that so much for French product. There should be a lot less of it opened, but there's going to be probably the same number of people that kind of want this treasure rare. I could be wrong on this one. I think the French treasure rare is actually going to end up being a pretty sought after, pretty nice card. Although again, the big story here is we finally got the answer to the question, are we getting the same treasure rare as France? The answer is no. So I do think it is absolutely fair moving forward to make the assumption that there's going to be a Chinese treasure rare and an English treasure rare and a French treasure rare all from the same set, and essentially it's going to be quite a lot of fun to go and collect them. For what it's worth, Sanji probably is... No. Sanji is the coolest of the free treasure rares from OP09. Fight me in the comment section if you disagree. As for the card here for Zoro-Juurou, it is the reprint from Starter Deck 18. 4 cost 6k, no counter. And on play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, find a purple Straw Hat crew, add it to your hand, place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. And as a fun side note, this will work with Nico Robin and does give you another reason to potentially play Nico Robin. Yeah, this is why I had to look at Nico Robin first and then come to the treasure rare after, so I could make this little connection when we talked about what Zoro-Juurou did. That is planning, ladies and gentlemen. So we've got the treasure rare from OP09. We've got ourselves a new Nico Robin promo. What else have we got? We've got ourselves some new prize cards. Yay! These are for bigger tournaments. Go to bigger tournaments, do well in bigger tournaments, get yourself some rather lovely new prize cards. That's what we've got to talk about to finish off the video today. We have flagship battles which are happening over in Japan, and they are bringing along a couple new cards, which is really rather lovely. And essentially, there's a top 8 card and a winner card. The top 8 card is Charlotte Pudding. And I really like this Charlotte Pudding. It's the same thing as always with these flagship battles. It's a top 8 card on the assumption that there are 32 people at the tournament, but some of these tournaments, and this is always the case over in Japan, they're usually 32 people, but some of them will be 64 people, and where they are 64 people, they actually up it to top 16, getting the Charlotte Pudding. So it's the top quarter of players will get this Charlotte Pudding. And it's the usual thing, it is a reprint, but it's got a fancy border, and it's got the little hollow upward arrow on there. And the good news is, it is a reprint of the Charlotte Pudding from OP08. And the Charlotte Pudding from OP08 is one of the really good cards. One of the ridiculously good cards, which did get an alt art in OP08. But it's not as... This is clearly the optimal version of this Charlotte Pudding. This is the one whereby on your turn, once per turn, when a Don card is returned to your Don deck from the field, you add a Don deck rested. Phenomenal card, sees a bunch of play. And now, of course, you've got, Charlotte Pudding doing the baking and Sanji in the wedding suit there with her. And again, if you're familiar with the Whole Cake Island arc, you'll look at this card and be like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I want this card. I get the idea it's not going to be the cheapest. But the one that's really hard to get hold of is the Trafalgar Law. I also love that these are both purple cards, because they put these weird purple borders on and then they're not all purple cards, and that stresses me out. Here, this is for the winner of your 32-person tournament, or top 2 for a 64-person tournament. And we've got a reprint of the Law that's coming around in OP09, or has just come around over in Japan, which did also have an alternate art version in OP09. So again, you've got a couple of choices here. And we got your 1 cost 2k, counter plus 1,000. And on play, you look at the top 4 cards of your deck, find a Straw Hat or Heart Pirate card of a cost of 2 or more and add it to your hand. So you're only looking at 4, whereas some cards let you look at 5. And it's got to be a 2 cost or higher. It can't be a 1 cost, but it can be Straw Hat or Heart Pirates, which helps out really rather nicely. Here, I think the alternate art in OP09 is great. But this is also great, the new one, but it's also going to be quite expensive. And you can tell this is the winner card because it's got like the purple and gold border rather than purple and silver. I say purple, I'm colourblind, it could be anything. And you've also got the little hollow upwards arrow there as well. These are cool cards. I'm sure somebody out there's got a complete collection of these, and I'm very jealous of them. But we have a new Nico Robin promo, which is going to be readily available for everybody. We've got some new prize cards, which are going to be a pain to get for everybody. And we've got a new treasure rare, which I'm just putting out there is a pretty nice treasure rare. So there we go. That's what you need to know. And now it's over to you guys. Tell me which of these cards you're excited about. Tell me what you're going to be looking out for. Tell me anything you want to tell me in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk about One Piece and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.